Jesse Reed Studios and K-Win Radio, America's hit music station, presents The Dave August Show. Today's episode has been filmed on location at Kirby Shoestring Saloon and Sports Bar, Fremont, California. With special guest star, the comedy of Kabir Singh.
I'm like, who's out there paying other people's bills? I wanted to come over here and go up against the best.
Have you had bad gigs?
There was one gig I remember. I was hired for an Indian wedding, and they forgot they hired a comedian. So I come on. The DJ still played music. I had kids going ring around the posy around me. And I basically bombed for an hour, and that was a nightmare.
Well, there's $1 million if you win this competition.
All right.
So we wish you good luck. Show us what you've got.
Let's do it, guys. How's it going? You guys doing good? Let's go. Come on. Come on. I'm glad to be back on stage, man. I've been quarantined for 8 months. It was awful. I've been doing nothing but watching documentaries on serial killers. Have you seen these guys? My God, white people have won that battle. My roommate's actually white, and he's like, this is racist. Not all white people are serial killers. I'm like, well, it looks like all serial killers are white here, buddy. We're on season 14. Come on. You know what I'm saying? It's a clean sweep. Let's go. And I feel bad because white people are actually the only people in the world that can be serial killers. There's no other ethnicity in the world that can get away with 8 unsolved murders in a row. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think black people want to be serial killers? Of course they do. They cannot. Could you imagine a black serial killer? He would get pulled over on the way to getting supplies. He hasn't even done anything yet. Come on. Indians, Asians, Hispanics, we can't be serial killers. Our family's way too nosy. My mom's an old Indian lady. She's a snitch. My mom will just show up. Where is the rope? What happened to the duct tape? Where is the bleach? I'm calling the cops. I'm like, come on, Mom. You raised me. Don't do this. I'm your son. Come on. The quarantine sucked for all comedians. We all went broke. When you're broke, it's tough to pay bills even if you have money. There are too many passwords.
I know.
How are we supposed to remember this? I got the Verizon bill last week. I had to crack the Da Vinci Code to pay this. It took too long. I have the bill in front of me. I called them up. I'm like, what's a Verizon? It's me, Kabir Singh. Let's do this. Come on. They're like, what's your account number? I'm like, 4789432. Where do you live? 2000 Walnut Avenue. What's your date of birth? 12/30/84. Then he's like, what's your bill pay password? I was like, you... I was like, I don't know what that is, and I think you know that I don't know what that is. Let me just pay this. He's like, I need your bill pay password. I need to make sure it's you. I'm like, who's out there paying other people's bills? Come on. That was fun. It was an absolute honor performing for you guys. Thank you very much. Oh my God, how much fun was that? Thank you. What a dream come true. Thank you.
What a great surprise.
Thank you, Sophia.
I always think when I'm watching all those serial killer shows, it's like, how does the family doesn't catch them? But I'm laughing.
And our families would be right there.
Simon.
You went from serial killing to paying a phone bill. That's pretty impressive. Now, you know what? I love comedians like you who are pumped before you came out. And we felt that energy. It was a great audition.
Simon, that means so much.
I have to tell you, in the beginning, I was like, am I allowed to laugh at these jokes? And then, but it's like, but it's funny, but am I allowed to? Can I? I mean, I love everything that you just did.
Thank you so much.
You are relatable, you're magnetic, you're a star. America's going to love you, and I think you're going to do great in this competition.
Please welcome to center stage, Dave August.
We're here at K-Win Radio, real talk today, sports, health, and anything else.
The Olympics, baseball, basketball, and golf. Join him on his take on life and sports. The Raider Nation
Super Bowl.
Sports Hall of Fame.
So join me on sports and life. It's gonna be a hell of a ride.
It's Real Talk with Dave August. on K-Win Radio.
We're here at K-Win Radio with Real Talk with Dave, sports, health, and anything else. Kabir, man, thank you for coming on the set, brother. I know you're busy and you're traveling and you're all over the place. Tell us about, your connection here with Kirby's and, your career of being a comedian. I've seen you many times at Tommy T's. You watched you on America's Got Talent. I wish you would have won, but you came close. And you know what? You're still doing great things. Tell us about just your career and your journey, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Tommy T's is the first place that ever put me on stage. So Tommy T's is the GOAT. Kirby's is one of the best places in the world. We do shows here every month, which is awesome. We had Jamie Kennedy recently. It is really fun, just like, I gotta be honest with you, man. It is just really fun doing what I love to do with the people that I love to do with it. It's amazing, so it's a lot of fun.
You know what the great thing about it too, Kabir, is that you come here and you're just a normal person, man. And we sort of, me and you, understand the whole dynamics of celebrities and stars.
Right.
Me being with the NFL 20 years, you being a great comedian, should go in the great comedian Hall of Fame one day.
Hopefully.
But, of people that end up getting too high and they're just too much where they can't go back, where they forgot about their roots and where they came from. And you're so good with that.
This is one of the coolest things in the world, man. I always take care of the people that, I've been doing stand-up comedy for like 12 years, and being able to come back to my home roots and just like killing it over here. I mean, Kirby's is one of the funnest places in the world, man. We have like the most amazing comedy shows over here. But it's the same thing though, like even the Tommy T's, stuff like that. I mean, it's just, you just gotta go out there and just have a really good time. And, it's basically my prerogative to bring up amazing comedians to come up and do shows like this. So it's been a lot of fun.
Tell us about your experience on America's Got Talent, man. Tell us about that whole journey there. And
AGT was fire. It was a long journey. We had to hang out for like 5 hours before the show. But at the end of the day, America's Got Talent was an amazing experience. But again, we had to do like a lot of stuff in between and stuff like that. But it was pretty cool, man. It was amazing performing in front of the world. I mean, it really is.
You were in front of the world.
I never saw AGT before.
Yeah, you were in front of the world.
Yeah, I never saw AGT prior to it. But it was amazing watching people that are like jugglers, all these amazing talents that go up there and do their thing. So it was an amazing experience, and I was blessed to come in the semifinals, and it was a lot of fun.
Give us some, tell us some comedian stuff. Tell us some funny stuff, man. We want to hear some funny stuff, man. Some jokes.
I gotta be honest with you, man. It was non-stop headache over that. But it was cool. Like now that I'm being able to. So I never watched AGT prior to it. But after that, like the amazing experiences that I've gotten, like going to St. Louis, Alaska, Boston, I mean, all these clubs that would not mess with me before
are like, now we
all of a sudden, hashtag all of a sudden, I'm looking at you guys.
Yeah, I'm looking at you like,
all of a sudden they're like, would you like a weekend? I'm like, no. But I said yes. But I was like, okay, that's fine. But it's crazy because that whole experience was amazing, and you get to do a bunch of shows that are kind of clubs that they weren't offering me any weekends for years, man. Like it's a pretty amazing thing. So all the comics and all the musicians out there, man, you just got to keep going, and things will work out.
Tell us a little bit about the whole thing of going down there, getting there, the hype.
Oh man, dude, you show up, you're like, it was during COVID, right? So I had to show up, and like we had to be stuck in a hotel room for like 7 days, and we had to get tested every day. That was a headache. My worst fear was actually testing positive for COVID and not being able to perform. That was which I should have been concentrated on my performance. But Yeah, that was a headache. But overall, man, it was, you know, you just have to go up there and just do your best, man. It was insane. So we were stuck in a hotel for like about 17, 18 days or something like that. And, you know, you just have to, you know, be concentrated on that shit. But yeah, it was an interesting situation.
Tell us about your relationship with Tommy T. I've known Tommy many
God.
years.
What a great guy.
I've known Tommy since I've been probably 15 or 14 years old. My cousin played baseball with him. But tell us about Tommy, man.
When I was, when the first time I started doing stand-up comedy in 2010, Tommy actually was the first human being that ever let me on stage. And not only that, he made me actually pick up the phones for like, he's like, yeah, I'll pick up the phones, we'll do a little phone stuff. And you know, what I did was I picked up the phones, called everybody, you know, people were calling in and stuff like that. But Tommy T's was the first comedy club that I ever got to perform in, and it was amazing. It was about 3 years of that. So I would be able to open up for like amazing people, like you know, Chris Rock's brother, Tony Rock.
Yeah, Tony Rock.
I was able to open for all the amazing comedians, and it was a great opportunity to do that. You know, I mean, it was fun, and all the shows were sold out. It was really fun. But
give us a funny story about Tommy. Just, I know there's got to be one because I have a whole.
You want I remember the first time Tommy ever seen me do stand-up comedy, he's like, you suck, but I think people like that. I was like, really, dude? Seriously? But it was a really fun experience. Like Tommy T's is my favorite. That's a home club, and they were really cool about that. Like I got to open for some of the best comics in the world. And by the way, it was a gym, man. Like they would, there was several comedians that didn't want me open for them, that they brought their own guys or something like that. Tommy's like, well, he's the host. So let's figure this out. I'm like, so I had to go up there and tank it for like 40 minutes. I'm like, sorry about that, guys. Your next guy. So it was really fun, man. It was a really fun experience.
Yeah, once you're good, once you're friends with Tommy, you're in the family, man. You're just a good cat. He's like Rick. Reminds me a lot of Rick. Just that same type of, you know, loving and just good person, good friend, and will help you and be there for you. And, you know, that's some good stuff.
He was the coolest dude in the world. I remember who was the comedian that did? I got a great story. Who's the guy that did? What's the show that Jerry Maguire? Who's the white guy on that?
I know you're talking about. I can't think of who it is.
Jerry Maguire.
He's light-skinned black guy.
The white dude. Yeah. So I did a show with this dude, and he just like did not like me at all.
Yeah.
And he kicked me off the show, and Tommy was like, no, he's the host.
Yeah, Cuban Jr.
It was not Cuban. It was what was his name? I cannot forget it. But it was an interesting situation that it was really fun having the comedy club have my back on that stuff. Pretty amazing.
And you know, talk a little bit about with this. You know, I know you do a lot of.
Jay Moore, bro.
Jay Moore, okay.
Yo.
So tell us the story.
Jay Moore goes up on stage and he does. So Jay Moore, I was the opener, and I go up there and I do like 12 minutes. And then Jay Moore goes up there and he gets mad at Tommy for some reason. He does like 40 minutes. And then he left on stage and he's like, go up back on the stage. I'm like, I have like 9 minutes of material at this point, right? So I go up there and just tank it. It's a good guy.
Tell us a little bit about, you know, all the charity stuff you do here at Kirby Sports Bar with Rick. You know, all the charity stuff, and comedy, you know, fundraisers that you do here. I know Rick's talked to me about a couple of them that you've done and stuff like that. You know, what is which one of all the ones you've done, your passion, which one is your most passionate for charity that you do?
I would say that the most important thing is the COVID shows were amazing. Also, like the whole, like it's amazing that we raise money for cancer, which is the most garbage thing I've ever seen in my life. I lost another friend on cancer recently last week.
But like what we do over here at Kirby's is that we're doing a real comedy club over here every month, and it's just awesome, man. It's a lot of fun. And also bring like a lot of great comics over here, which is great. But yeah, that's
Talk about the COVID fundraiser that you guys were doing.
COVID fundraiser was awesome. We did like 4 shows during COVID. By the way, during COVID, like we had nowhere to go. Like as comedians and as artists.
Talk to us about that. That's one thing I want to talk about. How did that, with COVID shutting down and everything, and not be able to perform, as far as us with the NFL, we still continue to play,
right?
But there was nobody in the stadiums. Talk to us about, as an entertainer, how did you guys deal with that? Because your whole life's on stage. Well, your whole income, your future is on stage. Talk to us about that.
We were so fortunate. We did a bunch of virtual shows. We made it very safe, and Kirby's was basically the only place in the world that was actually doing like real comedy over here. On the down low. Come on. But doing shows during COVID was amazing. Like it was like people wanted entertainment. They had no entertainment whatsoever, and we were able to provide that, which was awesome. I mean, like dude, duo like virtual shows, live shows, and stuff like that. It was actually an amazing thing to be able to do. And the best thing about doing stand-up comedy during COVID was the fact that people were so appreciative of doing that. Kirby's was, giving out food for people, and like they were amazing during that situation. And it was still allowed us to do what we could do. And like it was amazing. We did virtual shows were like, comics always shit on virtual shows for some reason, but I mean, it was an amazing situation. Like we were able to do what we love to do, and we were able to help out people. So it was awesome.
Well, we're going to go to break here real quick on K-Win Radio and Real Talk with Dave Sports and anything else. We're going to come back with you in a minute, Kabir, and just touch in a little bit about your where you're going right now.
Right.
And your booking, and we'll talk about what shows you're playing at and where. So we'll be right back in a few minutes with K-Win Radio, Real Talk with Dave, Sports, Health, and anything else.
You're listening to Real Talk with Dave August on K-Win Radio. Dave and friends will be right back after these messages.
Hey, what's up, Doc? Don't go away, folks. Ooh, wait a minute. That was the wabbit.
Kirby's Shoestring Saloon.
Sports.
Liquor.
Sports. Where you get the best wings in town and 20 beers on tap.
Beer. Food.
The best comedy club in America, by the way.
There you go.
Very cool. Like it's a very New York vibe.
42312 Fremont Boulevard in Fremont, California.
Straw Hat Pizza, Industrial Parkway. From sports events to the arcade room, we're geared for fun. Straw Hat Pizza offers only the freshest ingredients in all our gourmet pizza deals. We invite you to join our Wine Up Wednesday nights from 4 to 8 p.m. for complimentary wine tasting, featuring local and Napa Valley wineries. Sonia's Straw Hat Pizza, Industrial Parkway, Hayward.
Your number one online radio station.
It's K-Win Radio, baby.
I wake up with you guys, I spend my day with you guys, and I go to bed with you guys. You guys are the best.
Number one for classic hits.
Nobody else compares.
And now, we continue with commercial-free music.
I listen to y'all at work. I listen to you in my car. Because you don't have to hear the DJs talk.
It's your private radio station. Find it today at k1radio.com. Dave August is the Executive Director of Marketing for the NFL Alumni NorCal National Football League and your host of the Dave August Show. Kirby's Shoestring Saloon and Sports Bar is proud sponsors of the NFL Alumni NorCal's Caring for Kids program, the National Football League, K-Win Radio, and the Dave August Show. Any reproduction of the Dave August Show is strictly prohibited without the express written permission of Jesse Reed Studios and K-Win Radio.
Are you ready?
Broadcasting from the biggest little city in the world, the city by the bay, and from the NFL Alumni NorCal. This is K-Win Radio Sports.
Please welcome to center stage, Dave August.
We're here at K-Win Radio, real talk with Dave, sports, health, and anything else.
The Olympics, baseball, basketball, and golf. Join him on his take on life and sports. The Raider Nation
Super Bowl,
Sports Hall of Fame.
So join me on sports and life. It's gonna be a hell of a ride.
It's Real Talk with Dave August on K-Win Radio.
K-Win Radio, with real talk with Dave, sports, and anything else.
Come on, buddy.
Kabir came by to talk to us and tell us some ripping
By the
comedy.
way,
So go ahead.
do you bet on sports at all?
No, man, they take my money all the time.
Oh my God, bro! I'm down like $5,000. I don't understand what this guy's doing. I bet on golf all the time. I bet on sports all the time. It's nonstop. It's like just a complete kick in the pee-pee every time. Who's winning the championship? NBA.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
I got the Nets.
I mean, I
Do you
like
think the New Jersey Nets are
I
gonna win
like
that?
the Suns.
You like the Suns?
I'm a Warriors fan, but the Suns look good, man.
Suns are looking really good.
They look really,
I
really
get you.
good. So
Kevin Durant, if we have Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving healthy, man, that's going to be a fun one. I would love to see Nets versus Suns. That'd be a fun one.
yeah, I mean the Nets. I mean they look good too, but I mean Phoenix, man, they had a good
They're
year
so
last
good.
year.
I would be surprised.
Their defenses,
Bro, that
on
team
point.
is loaded.
they're on point. So,
Absolutely. And what do you think about the, do you think that Tiger Woods, that was pretty cool, making the cut?
oh, I mean, I think Tiger Woods come after what he had, and after he almost killed himself, and coming out and playing
The fact they
the
can't
whole
walk?
thing and walk all that.
Come on.
I mean, I'm like, dude. I mean, he just almost ended his life. He's got what, rods and pins in his legs and everything else. I mean, it was incredible to see him come out there and walk up those hills. And
Just to make the cut alone.
yeah, I mean,
Shout out to Tiger Woods.
the guy's an athlete. I mean, you know, he's.
You want to hear a story? My mom actually wanted to name, which I don't have a kid. My mom said that if you ever have a kid, we're going to name him Tiger. My mom was in love with Tiger.
Really?
Yeah. In an Indian accent, it's like, we want a tiger. We want to, if you get married and you have a kid, we want to name him Tiger.
Oh my goodness, Tiger.
And then
huh?
Tiger went over there and like banged everybody in Las Vegas, and all of a sudden my mom was like, maybe Tiger is not a good idea. Maybe this is not a good idea. I was like, okay, Mom, how about that?
That was good. Yeah.
True story.
She didn't like Tiger after he banged.
She's like,
on her.
I don't know why he's doing this. I'm like, I do. It's Tiger Woods, baby. Come on, let him have his fun. He's the GOAT. But it's it's just a situation that we have to do. You don't bet on sports at all?
No, man, no.
What?
Well, well, let me tell you this.
Come on, man.
I'll bet on it, but I don't do no up and under. So it's like $500 and $500. I lose 500, you do 500.
I'm losing like a G a day over here. This sports thing needs to stop. I would love for sports to just not happen. You know, during COVID, when there was no sports at all, that was actually the only month where I made money by not losing it.
So let's rip in a little bit about you. Tell me your where are you going from here? Where's your next?
Right now, I'm going to be doing a bunch of shows. I mean, it's amazing. America's Got Talent. Like, I never watched AGT. Did you ever watch AGT?
Yeah.
I never watched that prior to when I was on it.
Oh yeah.
And then right when I watched it, and then I realized how huge it was. Like, now that I'm doing shows like in different cities and just selling it out, it's insane. I never really I've never really like understood the whole thing, but like that's amazing that you watch it.
Well, they got some good talent on there. You know? But go ahead and tell us, I want to hear some jokes, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
I checked the mail the other day and a bill that said final notice on it. I was like, thank God. Looks like I won't have to deal with this anymore, right? Wow. I was getting very worried. I win. It's tough to pay bills even if you have money. There are too many passwords. How are we supposed to remember this? I'm a person, not a cloud. I got the Verizon bill last week. I had to crack the Da Vinci Code to pay this. It took too long. I was going to take 2 minutes. I called them. Like, what's up, Verizon? It's me, Kabir, Singh. Let's do this. They're like, what's your account number? I'm like, 4789432. Where do you live? 2000 Walnut Avenue. What's your date of birth? 12/30/84. Now what? Let's go. He's like, what's your bill pay password? I was like, you bastards. A bill pay what? I don't know what that is. This should have been the first question. Am I right? I don't know what that is. Please let me just pay this. Please, please. He's like, I can't. I need your bill pay password, but I have good news for you. In case you forgot, you set up a password hint. So of course I did. I'm always one step ahead of the game, homie. How dare you? What's my hint? He's like, your hint is turtles. I was like, oh no. I was like, I don't know any turtles. I've never seen a turtle, sir. Please let me just pay this so we can move on with our lives. Please! He's like, I can't. I need your bill pay password. I need to make sure it's you. I'm like, who is out there paying other people's bills? Nobody steals some dude's identity and goes up to your friends like, let's pay all the stuff off. That doesn't happen. It's the opposite. He's like, please let me just pay this. You know what my password turned out to be? It turned out to be rocket. Because turtles are slow and rockets are fast. Thank you, Jack Daniels and marijuana, for that combination.
We'll be right back in a few minutes with K-Win Radio, Real Talk with Dave, sports, health, and anything else.
True story. My mom actually wanted to name my kid Tiger. Really? Swear to God.
You're listening to Real Talk with Dave August on K-Win Radio. Dave and friends will be right back after these messages.
What's up, Doc? Don't go away, folks. Ooh, wait a minute. That was the wabbit.
Kirby's Shoestring Saloon.
Sports.
Liquor.
Sports. Where you get the best wings in town and 20 beers on tap.
Beer. Food.
The best comedy club in America, by the way. There you go. Very cool. Like, it's a very New York vibe.
42312 Fremont Boulevard in Fremont, California.
Straw Hat Pizza, Industrial Parkway. From sports events to the arcade room, we're geared for fun. Straw Hat Pizza offers only the freshest ingredients in all our gourmet pizza deals. We invite you to join our Wine Up Wednesday nights from 4 to 8 p.m. for complimentary wine tasting, featuring local and Napa Valley wineries. Sonia's Straw Hat Pizza, Industrial Parkway, Hayward.
Your number one online radio station.
It's K-Win Radio, baby.
I wake up with you guys, I spend my day with you guys, and I go to bed with you guys. You guys are the best.
Number one for classic hits.
Nobody else compares.
And now, we continue with commercial-free music.
I listen to y'all at work. I listen to you in my car. Because you don't have to hear the DJs talk.
It's your private radio station. Find it today at k1radio.com. Dave August is the Executive Director of Marketing for the NFL Alumni NorCal National Football League and your host of the Dave August Show. Kirby's Shoestring Saloon and Sports Bar is proud sponsors of the NFL Alumni NorCal's Caring for Kids program, the National Football League, K1 Radio, and the Dave August Show. Any reproduction of the Dave August Show is strictly prohibited without the express written permission of Jesse Reed Studios and K1 Radio.
Are you ready?
Broadcasting from the biggest little city in the world, the city by the bay, and from the NFL Alumni NorCal, this is K1 Radio Sports.
Please welcome to center stage, Dave August.
We're here at K1 Radio, real talk with Dave, sports, health, and anything else.
The Olympics, baseball, basketball, and golf. Join him on his take on life and sports. The Raider Nation
Super Bowl
Sports Hall of Fame.
So join me on sports and life. It's gonna be a hell of a ride.
It's Real Talk with Dave August on K1 Radio.
We're here at K1 Radio today at Kirby Sports Bar. Kirby, thank you for coming, letting us come out. Rick, we appreciate it, and hosting the show here.
By the way, the best comedy club in America, by the way.
There you go. So, with the Real Talk with Dave, sports, health, and anything else. Back on the set with Kabir here. Kabir, tell us about where you're going to be in June and July.
So June and July, I'll be in New Jersey, which is going to be great. A lot of Indians, I believe, really good pizza. I'll be there at the end of July, and then I have a bunch of shows. So I'm doing a residency in Las Vegas every month from June, July, and August. Thank you, AT&T. Which will be a lot of fun. But this is the spot though. Like, it is so much fun performing at Kirby's, man. Like, it's such a underground feel. A lot of great people over here. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. Like I said, tell us some jokes. I know you got some jokes.
Oh, I got you one, man. Like, it's crazy because people always, it's weird because people always talk about my mom all the time. Like, because I did that on America's Got Talent. But really, my dad was the worst. Like, I remember when I was 9 years old, my dad took me to Sizzlers and he left me there as collateral, which is insane. Like, nobody asked for collateral. They're like, please take your son home. He's like, no, fed is fed. Take my son, don't touch his penis, I'll be right back. I'm like, where are you going? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. So my dad was super insane. Like, it's such a different part. Like, my mom was insanely overprotective. My dad did not give a care. So it was pretty fun stuff to watch.
So I know you got some good jokes, some Indian jokes, and some different jokes. So and you tell about what your mom would do to you when you were growing up, or your dad.
I'll give you one right now. My mom was so upset. The weird thing about my mom is that she would punish me in weird ways that I didn't see coming. I don't know. I was probably 10 years old. And my mom got pissed off for some reason, and she made me take my cousin trick-or-treating for Halloween, which made no sense. I was like, I love Halloween. I'll go pick up my cousin, 9-year-old Indian cousin. You know what he's dressed like? A goddamn Slurpee. I wanted to slap the straw off his head. I'm like, why are you dressed like a Slurpee? You're Indian. Why would you make this happen? And I couldn't see anything because I was dressed like Aladdin.
Pretty jacked up.
Yeah, pretty jacked up.
So,
my mom's favorite day of the year is Halloween because for one day a year her son's a doctor.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Both of my sisters are both lawyers. They both went to They both went to Harvard, which is...
And what does she think about your comedian career?
Oh, she hates it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can imagine...
Can you tell as an Indian when you come home and she fucks with you?
I mean, I gotta be honest with you. You can imagine how fun it is for Thanksgiving. I got my uncles like, oh, you very good. Did you like, you still doing your skits? I'm like, oh, dude, I'm gonna kill you. They're not skits. They're jokes. How dare you, uncle? You know this. Yeah, it's been a pretty crazy situation. But the cool thing is, at the end of the day, my mom is very supportive. So it's, you know, it's been a really fun ride, man.
And how's your dad? Your dad doesn't leave you at Sizzler anymore, and then fucking.
Oh yeah, well, unfortunately, yeah, exactly. My dad was he passed away early enough to not see me eat shit all the time.
So tell us about your residency in Vegas. I mean, that's got to be fun. That's got to be some great stuff.
By the way, if there's one person that you don't want to stick in Vegas, it's this guy. So, I mean, I'm getting locked in a closet right now. My girlfriend Kim will just not let me out the house. But yeah, no, Vegas is amazing. It's such an amazing Vegas is like amazing because like you see a lot of people that come from other countries and stuff like that. And they come out, it's great, but like, yeah, for real, I cannot go out there before like 7:30, from what I understand.
So have you got to a Raider game out there, been by the stadium or anything?
I have not been to a Raider game, but I do like the Raiders, and I love football, and I hate the fact there's no Indians in football. There's a billion of us. We can't find one punt returner. That's ridiculous. We can't find one Indian to fucking, like,
you know that is true. I've never seen an Indian football player.
Of course not. Could you imagine an Indian punt returner? He'll just grab the ball. It's like, let me get this straight. You want me to catch the ball, run into these monsters until somebody knocks the dick off my body. Is that what you want me to do? I'm like, really, dude? Like, you have to do it.
Well, do you think if they get hit too hard, the curry might pop out of them?
Oh, the curry is going to be all over the place. We are very good at, you know.
I mean, can you imagine an Indian guy getting hit, curry coming out of his ears? And
it'll happen.
Smoke.
Just smoke. It'll just be a bunch of, you know, curry, actually. But Indians are pretty good as fuck. We're very good at spelling bees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time you see an Indian on ESPN, we're on the spelling bees. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's true. You guys are always on the spelling bee.
And it's kind of racist. People are like, hey man, did you see, you know, I'm very proud of these Indians that are on the spelling bees. All my friends are like, yo bro, you see Jason spell, you know, you see Michael Jordan, like, did you see Roger spell the word hypothesis? We did it.
That's really good, man. So, you know, we want to just thank you from Kirby's and K-Win Radio coming out, taking your time. I know you've been on the road 3 or 4 days and probably tired. I know how that goes, being on the road and being in and out of planes and motel rooms. I did it.
By the way, Southwest needs to get this shit together. Who do I yell at?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Stand Up Revolution. My name is Gabriel Iglesias, a.k.a.
The Incredible Shrinking Man.
Yeah, long story. No, I'm not sick. So, that being said, coming to the stage, I have the great pleasure of introducing our first comedian of Season 3 Stand Up Revolution. I saw this guy at a comedy club one night. It was a total accident. I was drinking really good tequila, and he walked on stage. The guy's hysterical. You're going to see why. Put your hands together. Show your love for Kabir. Singh!
Thank you, baby. Oh, we did it. Right? I love it, man. Obama's president. I still love Obama. I don't care. Yeah. I remember when Obama was first elected, my friend was way too excited. Like, right when Obama got elected, my friend came into my house at 1 a.m. Bust through my room. We did it, bro. We did it. We finally did it. After all the nonsense of people holding us down, we rose up and we did it. I was like, dude, you're Vietnamese. I'm Indian. We didn't do anything. We didn't even vote. I want an Indian president, but I know that's not going to happen because we still got to deal with a lot of, racism, right? Like, I got the new iPhone with Siri on it. Siri is racist. Yeah, Siri only understands white people. That's why you only see white people use Siri on commercials. Right? Every commercial is the same thing, just white people. Beep, beep, Siri, could you tell Michael and Jason that me and Ben are on the way, please? Beep, beep, message sent. No problem there. Then I use it with my Indian cousins' names and all hell breaks loose, right? Yeah. Then I use it, I'm like, beep, beep, Siri, could you tell Rajinder, Patinder, and Satinder? That me and Priya are on our way, please? Beep, beep, we've located 5 7-Elevens in your area. Oh, isn't that nice? That's nice. We got a lot of beautiful girls here, a lot of beautiful girls. I love the Latin girls. Latin girls, make some noise. Oh. I love Latin girls, man. I've always wanted a Latina girlfriend. I'm just not ready to start a family. You know what Now my parents want me to get an arranged marriage. For some of you guys that don't know what an arranged marriage is, that's in my culture where a guy's dad will call the girl's parents and they'll just get them married. They'll just hook them up without even meeting. Boom, boom, done. I thought that was an awful idea until I saw my cousin's wife. Wow, she is hot. My cousin, on the other hand, looks like something out of Narnia. He looks awful. I saw him with her. I said, arranged marriage, sign me up. Let's do this. Fellas, if you think arranged marriage is a bad idea, think about how cool it could be in America. Think about it. You're at a club. You go up to the hottest girl in the club. You're like, hey, baby, you want to dance? She's like, no. Then you could say, well, too bad, bitch. My dad talked to your dad, and guess what? We're dancing. All my friends are white. I'm Indian. All my friends are white. It's terrible. They always try to categorize me, right? Like recently my friend's like, hey man, you're Indian, right? And I'm like, that's right. So you're from India. I was like, way to go, Steve. You nailed it. He's like, all right. He's like, all right, you're from India. I guess that makes you Asian, right? Asian. And I was like, no, Asians are Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, right? All the nieces. He's like, all right, you're not Asian, so I guess that makes you what, like Middle Eastern, right? I was like, whoa, 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 Asian it is. Take it easy, buddy. Don't start that again. Do we have any Middle Easterns here tonight? 2 in the back. All right, looks like I'm skipping the next joke, right? It only takes one. Shake hands. That's messed up for Middle Easterns, right? You always get that garbage. Like, you got Indians, we always get made fun of too, right? Like, Indians will bargain. That's the #1 thing. You guys, so it's true. Indians will bargain anytime, anywhere. We'll bargain while we're getting robbed. I've seen it. Hey, put your hands up. Okay, buddy, hear me out. How about I put one hand up, huh? How about you give me all your How about I give you half my okay? Half my I'll give you half, and you give me your watch, okay? How about that? How about it? How about I shoot you in the face? How about you just stab me and we call it a day, okay? Let's just go home. And that's my time. My name is Kabir Singh. Thank you very much. You guys have been awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kabir Singh. We'll be right back with more Stand-Up Revolution.
We just want to thank you, and again, congratulations on your residency in Vegas. And hopefully I'll come out there and see you.
I'll see you in Vegas, and I'll see you at Kirby's every 6 weeks, man. I mean, this is the best comedy club. Like, one of my favorite things in the world is actually doing shows at Kirby's, because it's like an underground comedy club. It's very cool, like it's a very New York vibe, and we only do it over here, and it's, people's backyards. I mean, it's an amazing thing. And we bring the best comics over here, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, so man, your career has been lasting long, and you're having a good time doing everything.
No, it's awesome, man. Thank you so much for having me.
So man, just you'll be on the radio show, and thank you for coming out.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys so much for the luck. I'll see you guys soon.
God bless.
Thank you, baby.
Join me, Dave August, every week for my take on sports and life. It's gonna be a hell of a ride. I'll see you there.
We will see you next time.
Be sure and tune in next week to Dave and Friends for sports and life, only on K-Win Radio.